Preface of Melmoth the Wanderer. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Beth Thomas. Melmoth the Wanderer by Charles Robert Maturin. Preface. Melmoth the Wanderer, a Tale. Dedicated to the most noble, the Marchioness of Abercorn. This romance is, by her ladyship's permission, respectfully inscribed by the author. Preface. The hint of this romance or tale was taken from a passage in one of my sermons, which, as it is to be presumed very few have read, I shall here take the liberty to quote. The passage is this: "At this moment is there one of us present, however we may have departed from the Lord, disobeyed his will, and disregarded his word, is there one of us who would, at this moment, accept all that man could bestow, or earth afford, to resign the hope of his salvation? No, there is not one, not such a fool on earth, were the enemy of mankind to traverse it with the offer." This passage suggested the idea of Melmoth the Wanderer. The reader will find that idea developed in the following pages, with what power or success he is to decide. The Spaniard's Tale has been censured by a friend to whom I read it, as containing too much attempt at revivification of the horrors of Radcliffe romance, of the persecutions of convents and the terrors of the Inquisition. I defended myself by trying to point out to my friend that I had made the misery of conventual life depend less on the startling adventures one meets with in romances than on that irritating series of petty torments which constitutes the misery of life in general, and which, amid the tideless stagnation of monastic existence, solitude gives its inmates leisure to invent, and power, combined with malignity, the full disposition to practise. I trust this defence will operate more on the conviction of the reader than it did on that of my friend. For the rest of the romance, there are some parts of it which I have borrowed from real life. The story of John Sandal and Eleanor Mortimer is founded in fact. The original, from which the wife of Walberg is imperfectly sketched, is a living woman, and long may she live. I cannot again appear before the public in so unseemly a character as that of a writer of romances, without regretting the necessity that compels me to it. Did my profession furnish me with the means of subsistence, I should hold myself culpable indeed in having recourse to any other. But am I allowed the choice? Dublin, 31st August, 1820. End of Preface.